Okay, now you might be asking the question, how does karma influence, how a person's born? Well, where you're born, the parents you're born with, the circumstances of your birth, the physical strengths and weaknesses of your body is determined by your karma, so your past life karma. So your most recent reincarnation, you may have been a really bad person, like let's say a monster. You may have killed a lot of people. It may have been a really terrible one. You may have ripped a lot of people off. Whatever it was, that if you died with that bad karma, in the next incarnation, you're going to carry that karmic score over to the next incarnation, and you're going to have to work through that bad karma through suffering and pain. And now this can explain why some people are born with, let's just say, a raw deal. They're born with really great, hard, difficult circumstances in their life. They may be born to a really abusive parents. They may be born with physical disabilities. They may be born with in an environment which is not likely to sustain their life. They may be born into a world or an environment where there's great war, great famine, great natural disaster, and hence they don't have a long life or a positive life. They have a lot of suffering in their life, and that is working through their bad karma. We work through our bad karma through one of two ways, either through pain and suffering. Let me do a thing here. Let's just say that's the good karma and that's the bad karma. If we've got a lot of bad karma, we work through our bad karma through pain and suffering, or through saying positive things. We accrue good karma and we neutralize bad karma through being positive, saying positive things, alleviating the suffering of others. Yeah. So if we create suffering for others, we create bad karma for ourselves. If we alleviate the suffering of others, the universe around us, that creates good karma. So when we're saying positive things, have a lovely day, have a beautiful day, I wish you peace, I wish you joy, that's all creating good karma. When we're nasty and we're angry and we get road rage and we steal, or whatever it is, thoughts, words and actions that create suffering and harm for other people create bad karma for ourselves. Now a baby may be born and may have all kinds of physical challenges, and that is simply bad karma, being born with bad karma, a karmic debt from the previous incarnation, the most recent, and having to work through that through suffering. Again, there will be pain and suffering for the parents, the family, the close family, and the person obviously who has maybe a brain tumor when they're born, or I don't know, or a really severe physical disabilities. They have to work through that, and that's part of it for all of us. Everyone has bad karma at some stage in their incarnations, and it's about, if you want to look at the evolution spiritually, it's about neutralizing that bad karma through pain and suffering and creating good karma for ourselves. And fortunately, it's great to have pain and suffering, because if we were allowed to accrue bad karma indefinitely, if there were no spiritual consequences, physical consequences, emotional, mental, psychological consequences of accruing bad karma, we would become progressively more and more evil. We are so lucky that the universe, the creator of all that is, allows us to experience pain and suffering in order to burn through that bad karma, to neutralize it. And then we can consciously have a choice. So if we are suffering a lot, we are behaving badly towards others, then we can consciously make that choice. It's every human being has to consciously make that choice to be good, to do good things, to say good things, to say positive things, to be positive, relieve the suffering of others, to be kind to others. Every human being at some point in their incarnations will make that conscious choice. If you're aware of the law of karma, you are more able to know the difference between, okay, is what I'm thinking, what I'm saying or doing going to create bad karma, or is what I'm saying or doing going to create good karma? If I gossip about the neighbors, will that create good or bad karma? If I take some fruit over to the neighbors, will that create good or bad karma? We ask ourselves these questions, and progressively, inch by inch, step by step, we create more and more good karma for ourselves. We neutralize all the bad karma that we're born with. We create more and more good karma, more and more good karma, more and more good karma, and then as we create more and more good karma, more doors open for us spiritually, financially, in our relationships. Things seem to work. It's as if there's wind beneath our wings, as if there's oil in our engine. It's like there's fuel in our tank. It's like things seem to work, things seem to go good for us. And when things are like that, it's like, yeah, I want to keep doing good, I want to keep saying good, and you keep creating that snowball of good karma, which just builds and builds and builds, and eventually spiritual doors open to enlightenment, and you become doors to wisdom, doors to understanding open because you have so much good karma. And it's just a wonderful way to live your life. And obviously this access to the heavenly realms is through good karma. But if you have a lot of bad karma, when you pass away, it's likely you'll either go to a hellish plane of existence in order to burn, again, it's kind of consequence of behaving really badly on this earth plane, or you'll just reincarnate into a circumstance of suffering, which is in another earth plane, which is again, that's a consequence for your bad behavior on your previous incarnation. Okay, so I wish you peace, I wish you joy, I wish you love. Thank you for watching. Go out and create good karma today. And I hope that video explains or goes towards explaining why some people are born with tougher circumstances than others. Thank you.